It's time for Community Matters on Y101. Today's show is brought to you by these great sponsors: Appling Healthcare in Baxley, Vidalia Federal in Vidalia and Lyons, Johnson & Johnson Transport in Uvalde, and by Todd Paget Housing Center in Claxton. Now, let's talk about what's happening in our community with your host, Tony Doc Wardlaw.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Community Matters. I'm your host, the Doc, Tony Wardlaw. It's good to be back. On last week, you all know I was out of town. I was out in Houston at a church conference having a mountaintop experience. Good to be back with you, Scott.
Yes, sir. Good to have you back, Doc.
Oh, boy. So to all of our listeners, it's another beautiful Wednesday morning here in our great community, and as I always say, our community matters because our community matters. And look, we've got a great show for you on this morning. We have with us in the studio, alive and in person, two beautiful ladies that really make our whole chamber go round and round. None other than the beautiful ladies themselves, Miss Dana Brown and Miss Amber O'Connor. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Did I get you up too early? But you all are early birds anyway, right?
Yes, we are happy to be here.
Y'all are the first ones at the chamber and the last ones to leave, aren't you?
I wouldn't say that. Michelle,
I think they've got us beat.
Yeah,
okay.
She's there 24/7. It feels like.
All right, then.
She is the epitome of a leader. So.
Now, are y'all just saying that because Michelle and Debbie are listening?
Yes, Michelle, if you're listening.
These are some, and besides beauty, did I tell you that they have brains also? Well, we've got a lot going on in our chamber.
Yes.
And we had you in last year, and we had a lot of good things going on, and it's that time of the year again. So, Ms. Dana Brown, can you begin to fill us in on some things that we all really need to be aware of and actually be a part of?
Yes, and Tony, we appreciate any opportunity to talk about what's going on with the chamber and what's going on in our community. So thank you for having us here. We really feel like what we do at the chamber matters because our community matters.
Look, it's contagious.
It's catching on. You're a trendsetter. But we do have a lot going on. This really is our busy season at the chamber.
Okay.
So this is the perfect time.
Great time.
Everybody can get in on the ground floor and kind of know what's going on either right now or what's about to happen.
Right. Let me ask you, now that we're talking about the chamber, the chamber is designed, just give us an overview of what our chamber is and how many members we currently have.
Okay, yes. So the chamber is set up as a membership-based organization. We are a small business, just like most of our members.
Okay.
So our members trust us to advocate for pro-business, either legislation or local ordinance. They also trust us to promote their business as well as business as a whole in our area.
Okay.
So a lot of the work that we do is behind the scenes, but our job really is to promote our individual businesses and business as a whole. So we take that very seriously.
Excellent. And Amber, you are our office manager.
Yes, sir.
And everything kind of runs through you.
It does?
Yes, sir.
Currently, do you have a number or an approximate number of members that are a part of the chamber?
Yes, sir. We currently have around 400 members.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we've got that many businesses here in this area.
Yes, sir. And, on an average, chambers really have about 40% of their businesses that are in their community a part of the chamber. Some businesses aren't a part of the chamber, and that's okay. We'd love to have them.
Right.
Shout out to all of you listening. But so if we have, we have around 480 actually as an accurate number. So thinking about that many being members of the chamber, and not every single one is a part of our local community. We have members from 18 different counties.
Oh, wow.
But most of them are because we are a local small business as well. So just thinking about that and the fact that members are normally 40% of the business community. We actually have a very large amount of businesses, and most of them being those small businesses.
Those small businesses. Well, let me ask you this. If one wanted to be a member of the chamber, or if they were contemplating, what do they get out of it? What are the perks of being a member of the chamber?
Right. So what's in it for me? We all like to
That's it.
like
That's
to think about
that's
it. Yeah.
That's what we always say. WIIFM. What's in it for me?
For me. So not only do we work to promote our businesses, and we have different benefits that help with that. So we have the monthly newsletter that we have that goes out about what our members are doing.
Okay.
People really like to have that. But we also have events. You help us promote our ribbon cuttings and things like that. So we have those promotional benefits, as well as our community bookshop local program that's only available to our members. We are on track. Amber, how much have we sold in community books? It's record breaking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we're breaking records here at the chamber.
$40,000 last year is what we sold in community books. So that's money that's been directly put back into those members. So that's a promotional benefit of membership.
Wow.
And then we also have the cost-saving benefits of membership. So if you like saving money, this is when you need to turn your dial up a little bit. So we have programs that can save you 7.5% on your workers' compensation premium. That's across the board. Anybody that has workers' compensation, we can get you in a program to help you save that money. And then we also have a small business health insurance plan. So all of our small businesses that are having trouble maybe in the workforce area getting those employees in because of lack of benefits, you can use your chamber to offer that as a benefit to your employees and hopefully help you with your recruitment and retention in your business as well. So those are just a few of the things that, if I was a small business, that's what I'd be looking into.
That's what you'd be, and these are all good things.
Yes.
The membership, how much, what is the cost?
So membership is based off of the number of employees that you have.
Okay.
But the average cost of a membership is $300 a year.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so it's smaller for your smaller companies. If it's just you and your husband, or, you and somebody else, maybe it's just you, it's going to be cheaper. And then, our larger businesses, they have more employees that are able to take advantage of the benefits, so they pay, a little bit more.
So you're talking only around $25 a month?
I'm not good at mental math, but it sounds great. We could use that. I could put that on a flyer.
Somebody, what he said.
Yes.
So that's not a lot. I mean, that's not a lot at all. I mean, that's less than a cup of coffee a day.
And your return on investment, if you're a business person, you always think about that ROI. So if you take advantage of the benefits, it's going to be worth it in the long run, for sure.
More than pay for itself.
For sure.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things that we've got coming up, I think on next week, in terms of, and I don't know if it's just open to the members or to the public, but tell us about this business summit.
Right. So part of what we do for our businesses is offer opportunities for professional development and development for those businesses. So we are happy to be able to bring in some very top-notch speakers for our summit.
Okay.
We're taking your business to the next level is really what we're using that summit for. So we're having Rennie Curran.
Oh, wow.
So if you're a dog fan,
national champion,
go Dogs.
University of Georgia.
You have heard
UGA,
of
the
Rennie
Dogs.
Curran, yes. So he has a lot of awards. He's in the Georgia Florida Hall of Fame. He's a Butkus Award finalist, if you're familiar with that. But he's just one of those dogs from back in the 2000s that really made a name for himself in football. He went on to the league, and now he is the CEO of his own company, where he travels around and mostly speaks to those large corporations.
Absolutely.
And so we're so blessed to be able to have him in our community. But he's coming and he's going to, show you how to change the game for your business. He's one of those motivational, inspirational, but really down to your business kind of speaker. So we're excited to have him.
Okay.
And then we also have Dr. Melissa Furman coming, and she's from the Augusta area. She's a professor, but we really go off. She's not your typical academic. She's really relatable. She speaks to people where they are, and she's going to be speaking on some really timely topics that our businesses need to hear. So, generational diversity, unconscious bias, those buzzwords that are really in the business arena right now. Yeah. She's going to be addressing, and she's going to do it in a wonderful way. If you've had the pleasure of hearing her speak, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, we'd love to have you at this
summit. This would be the time to come to the summit. Now, is it just for members, or is this open to the public?
No, sir. It's open to the public, and you can actually just call me at the chamber, and we can get you set up for a registration. And then we're taking registration up until the day of the event.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
so
sir.
Up until what day is the event?
It's next Thursday, September 22nd.
Okay.
So if you're looking at your calendar, next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Go ahead and circle it, put a star on it, all of that. And all roads lead to the summit on next Thursday beginning at 8:30. And where will it be held?
The First Baptist Church in Vidalia.
First Baptist Church in Vidalia. There in their, is that their fellowship hall?
Yeah, their sanctuary area. So if you'll come in through the front porch, and we'll be there.
Okay.
To greet you.
Well, we're going to take a break, but after the break, I want to come back. I want to kind of get into a little bit more of the details of the summit, like the sponsorships and what else they can expect within the summit. And then we'll talk about some of the other things that the Chamber is doing. And we're just, again, excited to have Miss Dana Brown and Miss Amber O'Connor here with us. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back right after these messages.
The picture of health.
Would you like to improve your energy? How about getting better sleep? It can start with a simple test. Find out how you can start feeling better with bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. Schedule an appointment with Matt Hodges, family nurse practitioner, Appling Healthcare certified biotech provider. The biotech method of pellet therapy can improve your energy, sleep, weight, and libido. Call 912-367-4122 and start feeling better today.
Smarter, not harder. Here at Vidalia Federal, we are all about that phrase as we strive to make your life easier. No more drowning in paperwork or being interrogated over the idea of buying a house. Getting a home loan should be an enjoyable, simple process, not a daunting task. This is Julia McKenzie with Vidalia Federal Savings Bank, and I am here to make the mortgage process easy and simple. Come see me at the Vidalia branch on Jackson Street to talk about your next home purchase or refinance. I look forward to serving you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We don't need a calendar to tell us that summer is here. Just go outside and you'll know it's getting hot, hot, hot. This is Anthony J. with Todd Patchett Housing Center, and we're inviting you to beat the heat in one of our beautiful homes from Cavalier, Clayton, Deer Valley, Live Oak, Scott Build, or Southern Energy Homes. We build all of our homes a lot more energy efficient than they would have normally come. So stop by Todd Patchett Housing Center in Claxton, Georgia, and pick out your energy savings dream home from our massive selection. Todd Patchett Housing Center, all your housing solutions under one roof.
Welcome back to this edition of Community Matters. I'm your host, the Doc, Tony Wardlaw, and we've been talking with two pillars in our community.
Little stumps.
There you go. And it's none other than Miss Dana Brown and Miss Amber O'Connor with our local chamber. And we're excited to have you ladies in the house. And we're talking about the Business Summit. Everybody, all roads are leading to the summit on next week, the 22nd, 8:30 a.m. till noon.
Yep, we'll have you out by lunch.
Yep, we'll have it out by lunch. But speaking of lunch, will there be any food served, breakfast, anything?
Yeah, so Chick-fil-A will be providing some refreshments for us during the event. And then when you leave, there'll be, a little thank you card with some information on how to go back to Chick-fil-A, who is our presenting sponsor for the event, Chick-fil-A of Vidalia. And so they'll be giving you a little card with some information on how to go back to Chick-fil-A of Vidalia and redeem that.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's an incentive.
Lots of little fun stuff.
So if I wanted to come, I just call the chamber and talk to you, Miss Amber. And you'll tell me that it costs me how much to come. And
Yes, sir. Tickets are $149.
Okay. And is that for individuals or businesses?
That's for individuals. Now, if you're a business and would like to be invoiced or, have multiple employees, then you can just give me a call and we can work that out.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. And so I guess you're selling maybe tables or is it just by ticket?
It's just by ticket. Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's open seating.
Oh, okay. Excellent. So it's open seating, and you come in, and we enjoy all of these. We get Randy Curran. Now, does he have a book?
He does, yes, sir. And he will be offering a book signing after the event.
Oh, wow. Excellent. And then Miss Melissa Furman.
She does not have a book, but
Okay.
she'll be there to answer questions, during and after.
What else can all of our business persons expect within the summit? Will it just be hearing from these people, or are there other components of the summit?
So this year, we really looked at the feedback from our last year's Business Solutions Summit, and people really loved the content, but really wish we could pack it into a shorter amount of time.
Okay.
So they could get back to the businesses that they have to run.
Excellent.
Completely understandable. So we're strategically making this an 8:30 to noon event. And Melissa Furman's going to offer 2 sessions on the generational diversity and then the unconscious bias. She'll be doing the 2 sessions, and then Rennie will close with his session. So we will be done by 12.
Okay.
Yep.
I know on last year I had the blessed privilege of attending, and we had, I can't remember her name, but she was actually an executive with Chick-fil-A, and I actually interviewed her and had her interview on the station. But we also had some of our local small business persons to give us insight to how to use social media and things like that. So will there be any more insight like that, or are we just hearing from these people?
We will just be hearing from Dr. Furman and Rennie this time. We may look at bringing some of those back because we did get some good feedback on some of the, the local presenters as well. So whether we do that, at the summit at another time, or, maybe bringing them back for smaller things where we can have a more intimate setting, that may be something that we look at in the future.
Okay.
But for this summit, we really just want it to be a top-notch, grow your business, this is what you need, this is when you want it, that kind of thing. So we're really focusing on bringing those high-impact speakers that are going to make the biggest difference for your business and bringing them into this setting.
With an immediate impact and give you more time with these persons.
Perfect.
Excellent. So you get bigger bang for your buck.
That's right.
So how do we contact you?
You can give me a call at the chamber, and that's 912-537-4466.
Okay, 912-537-4466. And is there a website or an email?
You can also email me at amber@greatervidaliachamber.com. It's kind of a mouthful.
And that actually is the website too, Greater Vidalia Chamber.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
Okay, excellent. So what else do we have going on? We've got our reach coming up.
Yes. So as I mentioned, this is our busy season. And Reach, I know y'all have all heard about that. All of those that are listening, this is our 4th year of our Reach program, which is our annual sponsorship program for the Chamber. And what that does for our businesses, it allows our members to strategically align with those things that we do at the Chamber that make the most impact on their mission.
Okay.
So just like Chick-fil-A of Vidalia has placed their presenting sponsorship at the summit, we have those different events and programs throughout the year. So the annual meeting, showcasing, our business expo that we have every fall, those other things may align with your business better. So we have marketing opportunities for our members to choose from for all of next year. So we have all of 2023 ready for them to look at and say, these are where I want to put my marketing dollars. You can look at everything we have to offer, and then also the levels of sponsorship. So we have sponsorships available for any size business, whatever your marketing budget is, from $100 and up. So you can take a look at everything that we have, and for 6 weeks only, you'll be available to pick what aligns with your business the most.
And you can be the first one in line to get your spot in the sponsorships.
Yes, it opens next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
September 20th. So we actually utilize a group of volunteers through this process that are interested in professional development for themselves. So they'll be working with our members on finding what opportunities best fit them. And so they'll start going out on September 20th. So it may not be me or Amber, calling our members.
It can be different volunteers.
You may hear from somebody not normally affiliated with the chamber, but is taking advantage of this volunteer opportunity to increase their professional development. And so then they're going to come, they may call you, they may want to meet with you as a business owner, and then work with you through that if there's anything that you're interested in. So just be on the lookout, members and businesses, for any of our volunteers who may reach out to you.
Excellent, excellent. And is there anything else with the chamber that we need to let the people know about?
Yes, I would be remiss if I did not mention
Okay.
our Business Expo. So you can go ahead and put that on your calendar.
Okay.
October 13th is a Thursday. And we normally have around 400 people come through the doors at the Business
wow.
Expo. So we have over 75 vendors who will be set up, ready to show you what they do best and how they can help you. So it's open to the public. If you get an advance ticket, it's just $10. But it's going to be at the Vidalia Community Center October 13th from 4 to 7.
Oh, my.
So we invite any and everybody to come out. Again, it's only $10. There'll be promotional items. There'll be little food items for you to try. Just really, our businesses love this opportunity to showcase what they do best.
Their businesses.
Yes.
And then you get a taste of the community.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay, whose idea was this? Was this your idea, Amber?
I wish I could take credit, but it started way before I came along.
Miss Heidi Rushling she started as the volunteer coordinator in 2015. So I know it's been here that long, but she's really taken this event and ran with it. So I'm happy to help her steer that ship.
Well, excellent, excellent. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for coming and giving us updates on the great things that are happening here in our community. Please, ma'am, please, sir, make sure we take advantage of these opportunities. These ladies are working hard to make sure that we have the things that we need to be successful, and it would be a shame for us to let that go to waste. So, again, we thank you, Miss Dana Brown. We thank you, Miss Amber O'Connor. As always, we thank our main man, Mr. Scott Crabb, for all he does and our morning show. And we thank you, Miss Dorothy Davis, for you can go on our website and you can see this all over again. So if you didn't get the contact information, and if you want to know what these beautiful ladies look like, go to tcbbroadcasting.com, tcbbroadcasting.com, and there you can see this archived and watch it all over again. We thank you for traveling with us and listening with us on this morning. This has been Community Matters. I'm your host, the Doc. Come back again on next week, and we will be here with another one of our inspirational and moving, shaking guests. Thank you and have a blessed day.
You've been listening to Community Matters, a service of TCB Broadcasting. Today's show was brought to you by Todd Padgett Housing Center in Claxton, Johnson & Johnson Transport in Uvalde, Vidalia Federal in Vidalia and Lyon, and by Appling Healthcare in Baxley. Tune in next week at 8:15 during Y101's live morning show for another special guest. We'll talk about what's happening right here in our hometown. Community Matters is a service of TCB Broadcasting on Country Legends.